Nicolas Maduro, Venezuela's president, plans to limit the U.S. diplomatic presence in Venezuela and require American tourists to obtain visas, amid growing tensions between the two countries. Maduro said the measures, announced on Saturday, aimed to control U.S. meddling in Venezuelan affairs. Maduro has intensified his allegations of coup and assassination plans in recent months, often purportedly backed by the U.S., as he faces a deep economic crisis and a sharp drop in popularity. In order to protect our country, I have decided to implement a system of compulsory visas for all Americans entering Venezuela, he told supporters. Under the new measures, Venezuela will start charging tourists the same visa fees the U.S. asks of Venezuelans, though it was unclear when the plan would be implemented. But the restrictions could also have an impact on business travelers seeking to invest in one of the biggest oil producers. Diplomatic staff. In his speech outside the Miraflores presidential palace, Maduro noted that the Americans have 100 diplomatic staff in Caracas, compared to 17 Venezuelan diplomats in Washington, D.C. He cited the Vienna Convention's principle of the equality of states concerning the size of respective diplomatic missions in ordering his foreign ministry to reduce, adjust, and limit the number of U.S. officials at the U.S. Embassy in Caracas. Additionally, Maduro singled out several U.S. political figures as being unable to come to Venezuela because his government considers them terrorists. A group of U.S. political leaders who have violated human rights in bombing countries like Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan will not be able to enter Venezuela because they are terrorists, Maduro said. Maduro cited former President George W. Bush and Vice President Dick Cheney, as well as Hispanic-American politicians Bob Menendez, Ileana Ros Lehtinen, and Marco Rubio. Maduro said the visa decision was made after the capture of an American pilot of Latin American origin in the western state of Táchira suspected of carrying out covert espionage activities. He did not provide additional details about the previously unreported arrest. Maduro also warned that the U.S. mission must alert and receive authorization from the local government for any meeting held by U.S. diplomats in Venezuela. In recent days, Maduro has hardened his speech against the U.S. Embassy in Caracas, accusing it of interference and abuse, and of meeting with the Venezuelan opposition. The U.S. and Venezuela have been at diplomatic odds since Maduro's predecessor Hugo Chavez came to power in 1999, repeatedly criticizing U.S. imperialist policy. They withdrew their ambassadors from each other's country in 2010, and Venezuela has expelled several U.S. diplomats under Maduro.